Well, the Buddha's enlightenment was neither dissociation nor going higher than the mind to some soul, as there is no soul per se that can be higher than the mind, unless it is an unconscious blank state, but the seeing through how things really are Yathabuddha, and that does require awareness, but awareness alone is not enough. Awareness is only a factor involved here. To see through you need insight, and the insight has to be correct insight that requires the correct path, Samyag Marga, summed up in the Eightfold Path, Ashtangika Marga. The whole of the Buddha's way is a commentary on this path. An enlightened person would be present in the moment, but just being present is not the Buddha's enlightenment, whereas the dissociated would not be present in the moment. An enlightened person would be intimately in touch with the reality of the here and now, which if correct would be infused with love and compassion, but just love and compassion or presence is not enlightenment. They are various factors of enlightenment, while a dissociated person would not only be out of touch with the reality of the moment, but in fact the reality of the moment would be irritating to him. An enlightened person would be in touch with the reality or the world out there without conceptual garbage hindering the contact, and would fully enjoy every moment as amazing and marvelous, even if it is just cooking food or drawing water or carrying fuel. While a dissociated person would not only not be in contact with the real world out there but be lost in her own conceptual garbage world, and when reality knocks at his door he'll find it irritating as he doesn't want to leave her conceptual garbage universe. In Buddhism, classically there are what are called 7 factors, limbs, aspects of enlightenment called Sapta Bodhyanga in Mahayana Sutras and Sada Bojjhanga in Pali Theravada tradition. They are mindfulness called Smriti in Mahayana and Sati in Pali Theravada to maintain awareness of Dhamma phenomena, distinguishing the nature of Dhamma phenomena, called Dharma Pravichaya in Mahayana Sanskrit and Dhamma Vikaya in Theravada Pali, which is actually a definition of prajna. Wisdom in the Abhidharma. Energetic effort and strong determination called virya in both traditions, which basically means lack of laziness in the above 2 factors. Joy or rapture called priti in Mahayana traditions and piti in Pali Theravada tradition. An enlightened person is always in the state of joy rapture. Like the Zen master who said, "How wondrous this is, how marvelous, I draw water, I carry fuel." A state of rapturous joy in the most humdrum of events. Relaxed tranquility called prashrabdhi in Sanskrit and passaddhi in Pali. A state where mind and body is always relaxed and tranquil no matter what the situation is outside there. Concentration or a calm one-pointed state of mind called samadhi in both traditions, which would include the ability to focus calmly and intensely on whatever is needed. Equanimity called upeksha in Sanskrit or upeka in Pali, which is the ability to accept reality or dhammas as it is Yathabuddha without craving or aversion. These 7 are part of what is called the 37 factors leading to enlightenment, but are in fact also actual factors of enlightenment itself when fully developed. Now you can see that dissociation misses all these points, and a lot of what people consider as enlightenment are incomplete. They are miles apart. In enlightenment you realize the relationship between the totality of your being and your personality. In dissociation, you deny that relationship. In enlightenment you know that your thoughts, emotions and physical body is part of your experience of self. In dissociation, you distance yourself from certain thoughts and emotions to the point where you deny they are you. In some cases, you create alter personalities that are caricatures or romanticized versions of yourself. In enlightenment you take responsibility for who and what you are. In dissociation you don't need to, 'cause none of what you experience is really you. Enlightenment is an improvement in your mental situation, whereas dissociation is not. Both these conditions are in no way similar to diagnose for a difference. However, dissociation is a mental disorder that entails reactions in life by way of habit or entrenched and unresolved issues of emotions, trauma, etc. In this condition you are unable to detect why you are behaving abnormally or experiencing aspects of detachment, etc. In short, you are not in control of some of your behavioral expressions. Spiritual enlightenment is the ultimate goal of all spiritual endeavors in which you experience the highest degree of consciousness in awareness and self-mastery. Kindly refer to the state of Sat Chit Ananda.